wins, stopped once, and that was 8 years ago.
Yeah, remember, that was in the middleweight division, a degrees down to 160.
Both these fighters are identical in size, in their thighs, the calves, the shoulders, the biceps. They look identical. Only one's a southpaw in Ryder, and of course, Canelo, the orthodox fighter.
Sergio, I'm watching early on to see how Canelo uses that left hand. Been about 4 or 5 months since he had surgery. I want to see how much confidence he has throwing.
I want to see how much confidence Ryder has in that right hook. That's going to be the key punch for Ryder. He's going to get respect out of Canelo.
British boxing 7-0 against British fighters, including 5 knockouts. Looking to do it again here against John Ryder. What scenes in Guadalajara for those entrances. Right hand for Canelo. It will be that foot battle that you'll see, the front foot between the orthodox and southpaw fighter.
Absolutely. They're already stepping on each other. Canelo already made it a point to keep it on the inside. Let Ryder have that. As long as Ryder's on the inside, Canelo's getting what he wants.
I would argue.
We've seen this before from Canelo the first couple rounds. No frills. As he just downloads the information. Back to John Ryder up against the ropes. You know, Ryder is tough as they come, though, Sergio. It's not going to be an easy out by any stretch.
It's not going to be an easy Ryder, that's for sure. I'm telling you right now. This is a strong match.
To be later rounds. They believe over the last year, what they've seen from Canelo is a bit of ability to fade in these later rounds. They believe they saw it against Dimitri Bivol. They know they saw it against Gennady Golovkin. They want to take this fight into the second half.
Not to mention, they probably want to test out that left hand to see if it is indeed back 100% after surgery. Canelo underwent wrist and hand.
You know, Sergio, you mentioned that John Ryder is not known for his jab, which is unfortunate because that's oftentimes one of the weapons that's most effective against Canelo Alvarez.
Well, it's a smart jab that's effective against him. Bivol, of course, has one of the best jabs in boxing. Golovkin, one of the best jabs at that jab as well. But Ryder has sneaky good defense, all right? Sneaky good defense, good upper body movement. He kind of fights in a weird way. His upper body, it's hard to time.
So John Ryder has stepped up to the elite competition. He's not come through 0-3 in challenges for the British super middleweight title. 0-1 in a world title fight. He lost to Callum Smith, but look to the body from Saul.
One of the things Ryder does, Sergio, that I've seen on tape is that when he throws that overhand left right, it's kind of looping out there and it exposes that midsection. I expect Canelo to try to target that in time.
Sergio, what did you...
Ryder's definitely focused, and he's always coming back with a counter. Anytime Canelo lands something semi-big, Ryder's coming back right away.
And
I like that.
You brought this up a couple times this week, Sergio. Ryder is willing to throw with you.
Yes.
He's willing to trade once he sees you let go.
And the faster fighter doesn't like exchanging with guys like that. Because you can't unleash or unload on 3 or 4 combinations when a fighter's punching in between those.
Ryder has 18 knockouts in his 32 wins. Canelo 39 knockouts and 58 wins.
A good move there by Ryder. Getting out from the southpaw stance to his right. That's been the only effective punch by Canelo so far, that left hand in the body.
Nice celebration for Canelo. A homecoming. First time in well over a decade. Saul is back fighting in Guadalajara. And he can't lose this one, Sergio, because his 94-year-old grandmother's watching him in person for the first time as a pro.
That's a beautiful thing to watch.
Already got blood coming out of the nose of Ryder.
Yeah, that was a stiff right hand that Canelo landed just a moment ago. Opened up the nose of John Ryder.
And that is gushing blood.
Yeah, that's bothering John Ryder. His mouth and nose are bleeding.
Body shot from Canelo. Let's see if he steps on the gas here, as Ryder obviously uncomfortable with what's happening.
And this is what Canelo does. Little by little, he just starts systematically breaking down these fighters to the body. Inching his foot closer and closer. Ryder's doing a good job dipping to his left, trying to land that left uppercut.
Right hand from Canelo. Oh, and again, that one scores.
Ryder's a lot less effective when he fights off his back foot. His best moments against Daniel Jacobs was when he was coming forward. His best moments against Zach Parker was when he was coming forward.
And that's one of the things that I wanted to see. If Ryder was going to start backing up,
continue to do damage, especially when Ryder's backed against the rope.
That's one of the best weapons against a left-handed fighter, straight right. Ryder's already, his face is a bloody mess already.
That is almost a constant stream of blood dripping out of his mouth and nose. So the corner's going to have their work cut out for them. Canelo putting a lot of pressure on himself entering this fight, saying if I lose to John Ryder, I'm walking away from the sport, I will retire. Things looking good though for Canelo.
Absolutely, he's making that small ring even smaller. Brilliant at cutting off the ring. And he does it so casually too. Ryder's always against the ropes.
John Ryder not extending that jab.
That's a good chopping right hook by Ryder. That's one of the best punches I wanted to see. Right uppercuts and left hooks are what John Ryder's focusing on right now.
See Ryder keeping that left glove up high. He knows Canelo wants to score with the right.
You know, he blocked that punch, but it looked like he got a little wobbled by it. Challenging environment where conditioning is going to be a factor in this fight.
Let's see if they've slowed down that flow of blood coming out of the nose of Ryder as we begin round 4. Chris, how do you have it through 3?
Yeah, I've got it 2 rounds to 1 in favor of Canelo Alvarez. Look, he starts slow every single time we see him fight, even in the fights that he ultimately ends up dominating. But over the last couple of rounds, we've seen Canelo assert himself, really start.
Doesn't like the fact that every time he lands a hard body shot, Ryder's coming back with a quick counter. It's nothing big, but it's stopping from Canelo throwing 3, 4, 5 punch combinations.
Sergio, how does it affect a fighter when they have blood pouring out of their nose? Obviously, the breathing is an issue.
Well, the breathing, and you know, it's constantly going in your mouth, and sometimes you have to swallow that blood as well, so it's hard for you to breathe. You know, when your nose is bleeding, it's not only coming out of your nose, but it's going inside your mouth. It's swallowing it.
So Ryder trying to make this a rough and tumble affair on the inside.
He's been landing sneaky uppercuts with that left hand, Ryder.
Just not throwing the kind of volume I think he needs to throw at to win some of these early rounds. But look, again, John Ryder, he lost almost the entire first half of the fight against Daniel Jacobs, so he's shown that he can get stronger as the fight goes on.
And he's shown that he can back up a bigger, stronger fighter.
Well, here comes the blood again, as Ryder looks like he's got body paint all over.
You see, check out some of the CompuBox numbers. You see that Canelo Alvarez, most of his shots downstairs to the body, really trying to slow John Ryder down.
Sergio, once you get into a fight, does all the amount of people and all the stuff that surrounds the ring, does that just kind of fade away, or are you always...
Yeah? No, it fades away. You don't even care anymore. You just care about the person in front of you. And really instructions from the referee. Other than that, the tunnel vision. Good body shot.
Yeah.
See, that body shot's been landing since the first round. It's bound to take effect.
And you saw Ryder come back with an uppercut. So if he's going to eat one, he's got to give one. Now it's Canelo working the jab. As his gloves are covered in blood. Crowd trying to rally behind Canelo as he had Ryder momentarily against the ropes. Mid-Centron in Mexico City back in 2011.
And Sergio, you can see between rounds, the last 2 rounds, John Ryder's having a very difficult time breathing out of his nose.
Yeah, and they're shoving cotton in both nostrils, and that's because, you know, that's the only way you can stop the blood. adrenaline and just stopping it with the Q-tips.
And the worst thing you can do, Sergio, is to try and blow the blood out of your nose. That'll swell your face up.
You never do that. And the foot positioning has been won by Canelo so far, and that's always the thing with lefties and righties. Normally, a left-handed fighter has the advantage, but not with Canelo. See right there, every time Canelo comes, the foot's on the outside. Nice jab by Ryder right there. I want to see more jabs by Ryder. Start doubling up the jabs. Good shot by Canelo right there. He's having a hard time landing the right hook, so he throws it straight right to the chest. The chest is available for Canelo.
Do you like Ryder up against the ropes like this?
No, he should be going forward. Like Chris said earlier.
Oh, and a 1-2, and that just sapped all the strength out of John Ryder, and he's down.
Ryder is looking at his corner.
He's thinking about it.
He's not sure he wants to get up, looking at his corner.
He's up. He's going to fight. But he does not look good. Let's see if Canelo can close the show in front of his hometown fans. 50,000 strong. They taste blood. They want to see him get his finish.
And Ryder's punching back. Not afraid. He's going to go down swinging.
Ryder's got to...